Okay, y'all, the world is fascinating. Okay, should show y'all my music playlist, what I was just playing. But you got this phrase, you could say to somebody, but you might know it as a song lyric too. The phrase is, what's your name, what's your sign? Okay, well, I was born in the first half of the month of December, so you can guess. Or no. And I like to read, right? And that's probably like a really true trait. So I was in the comment section while listening to music and found out that there's an interview where Don Toliver says that he gets his sound, like his sound was influenced by someone, right? Or his sound was helped perfect. Now, I don't listen to that person that much because of Astroworld, but I definitely like 2 to 5 other songs, whatever I've heard of, whatever. But I can't say I don't like you, but so listen, I'm listening at the rest of my playlist, and there's a song called Bubbly, and I don't really know that song. Like most of the songs that are in my playlist right now that YouTube says they created for you, but since I like every song in mine, but that song, I'm not really familiar with it, and I really wasn't gonna click it because I know every other song and I want to listen to my music right now. So you can go with the songs you like. I'm kind of skipping around, but I was like, well, and I had just listened to Search and Rescue, and we like Young Thug, and then Search and Rescue, the song by Drake, there's some lines that I wanted to tell y'all about, when he says, right before he talks about American Express, he's like, I don't even know if I should still love you, but I do. I've been trying to express to you guys how much I do. And after that whole fiasco, summer 2024, they not like us. I could really feel him feeling that way and everything, right? But it helps just so much. He wants somebody to be patient with him and go through the lyrics, And there's this war called the Trojan War, and the way one of those sides won the war is they acted like they was giving the opposite team a gift, and they gave them this huge horse. And they let the horse in through the gates, and inside the horse was a bunch of soldiers, and so they killed everybody. Okay, it was a trick. And so at the beginning of the song, it says small pony. There's small pony. So it's like a small key. Okay, follow me. So Bubbly's on the playlist, and I decided to think of it like a group project, because it had Drake, Young Thug, and Travis Scott. So I'm like, it's got to be something in here, it's got to be decent. Let me see what happens, because if I like all y'all stuff individually, or I know all individually y'all can make hits, I would say I like all y'all stuff individually, but I just told you about Astroworld and Travis. But I could pull up a video of me rocking to a Travis song. Okay, so so in Bubbly, he says he does this for the 6 and it's bigger than him. Okay, and y'all don't understand. The thing is, the 6 is not about Canada. The 6 includes Canada because the 6 is the African diaspora. But the 6 is everybody who's listening to Drake, basically. Or Travis Scott or Young Thug. If you like rap and hip hop, you're probably black or mixed. Or you might seek, but a lot of white people like it too. But secretly, what people don't know is a lot of white people are white passing, which means you're not really white. Just somebody in your family pretended to be white, so that way they could enjoy the benefits of society, because they were so mean to black people. And how things work, I can pull you a screenshot from today where I had to prove this to someone, because there's a scene on YouTube, very light scene, I guess it's from the movie Queen or something, maybe by somebody, an author, Queen Haley. If you know, you know, but we're gonna find you. I'm gonna give you some clues to help discover if you don't, because I'll probably show you guys this YouTube clip, and then I know it's a white person, because they always be like, oh, y'all overdo it, it wasn't that bad. And it's like, no, y'all underdo it, it was worse than what y'all say. because in the scene clip, it wasn't even that bad. It was somebody's, like a bunch of people in a room, and it looks kind of gloomy. And then you see like a man, and he snatches this hat or a bonnet off of somebody's head, and he says, basically says, "You're an N-word. Get out the line. Stuff isn't for you." And then you see Halle being on meek and getting some food, and some girl gives her some food. And then later, Halle's eating the food, Halle Berry, and some girl comes, sits next to her, and she's like, "You know, I'm colored too. These white folks. But I ain't gonna tell nobody about you." And the guy said that was historically inaccurate, which is fucking false. It is absolutely historically accurate. I had to explain it to him. But like, I know you don't know there's a thing called white passing, or why people had to do it. People had to do it because quadroons and octoroons were black. Do you know what that means? That means Drake's son is black, okay? Even though he looks how he looks, his son is black, according to American history, okay? Although, wow. They probably would have been ostracized, but they probably would have been ostracized in the olden days. Or mother would have had to have some power, because in like the 1700s and 1800s, you were the status of your mother. So the mixed kids, okay, they were mostly made from black women, because the white dudes were raping the black women, okay? And because they didn't see us as human, and y'all still call us monkeys, like, it's fucking weird. So I saw another clip today that said it's just because some of them are evildoers. They're just different. They're different. And then I was listening to the song "Help Me" with Boston Richey, because it's in the playlist too, I'm telling y'all about right now. I was listening to. And he said something trying to like leave these hoes and crackers alone or something, right? And that's, yeah. But crackers, it reminded me that crackers and Greek is like the same word to the old folks, the old ancient folks, feel me? Because the first crackers are Greeks, basically. But it's not the first Greeks and crackers. Like, there were some black people in Greece, but their society, the Greek society, you know, white civilization, crackers and Grecas or something like that, Gurkhas. There's some pages like Wake Up the Judges that used to have this information. I'm gonna see if y'all can tap into it. Whoa, but that's bringing it full circle if you hang on to the circle, bro. Just stay right, stay locked in, okay? I'm telling you, that probably when I really clicked on Bubbly, except for who's in it. Young Thug and Drake and Travis Scott, who I just found out influenced Don Toliver, because I really like Don Toliver. I was listening to Best You Had. Okay, I was listening to that song. And that's what I read in the comments. Someone was like, some people were saying, "Oh, you could tell Travis influenced his sound." And someone was like, "You don't know that for sure. Don Toliver could have influenced Travis's sound." And another comment said, "Well, I heard in an interview Don Toliver did, if I'm saying your name wrong, oh my gosh." But he did in Houston, okay? And Houston is also where Meg Thee Stallion is from, which is just kind of a small world, because I did want to hear, she's in the playlist too, the song Bigger Than Texas, mainly because treat this nigga like a charcuterie board, you know? Don't give a F. Remember what song I was listening to on Don Toliver where I found the comment. So, you know, you gotta be inspired. But what I liked about the Best You Had song, well, I like a lot of things. I do like that, you know, it's the songs that you really feel. It's kind of cool that they're made. I want to find more. It's also kind of crazy. I'm about to tell y'all too much. We lose Sagittarius. But, so, Bubbly, the six. The six is all of us. And you know what y'all didn't know? Is like, well, maybe some of y'all did. My bad. And I'm laughing because in my head just flashed a joke from Abbott Elementary, which y'all need to watch episode 1, season 1. Watch episode 1, season 1, or maybe I'll put it in here for you. Janine and Gregory kind of like make a joke, like, he's like, "Captain Sully is so great," She's like, he's not Harriet Tubman. So it was kind of funny. Cause like, she's like, he kind of did half his job. Half his job was landing. So, you know. But y'all need to check that out. And the reason I tell you to watch episode 1 is go watch it. Okay? Pay attention to what Mr. Johnson says to the children. Go see what Mr. Johnson says to the children. Okay? Realize that in the Simpsons TV show, same thing popping. They have a whole song with the Freemasons singing a song about running the world. Okay? Now, do you have any money? Okay, cool. If you said 0, I need you to follow my link because I could probably help you if you can pass a background check. If you can pass a background check, I can help you get some more money. Okay? And if you're in like a state like Virginia or like 15 other states in America, I can help you get some money if you never signed up for FanDuel. Okay? That's 2 ways to get you some money if you have 0. Oh, but for FanDuel, you're going to need to borrow $5 from somebody. Okay, and if you can't borrow $5 from anybody and you have $0, you're going to have to go ask somebody else. Okay, go ask a stranger or something. Go offer to sweep their porch or something like that. Like literally, take your broom. Okay, anyway, I'm going too far. But you know what I'm saying, if you have $0, there's 2 suggestions because money is needed. Where is we going with this? Oh, y'all need to check out greatmvps.com. Get you a projector. We might put all this information on that projector so y'all can see it. I know we're the 6th, the Underground Railroad, Harriet Tubman, the Freemasons, a dollar bill. Okay? Dollar bill. You need to look at the back of a dollar bill and see what you see. Do you see this? Ooh, so let's go all the way to it since we're about to do. Oh my goodness, pretend my other hand can make 2 triangles right here. And who would that remind you of if you're really into your music? Hip hop. Okay, I'm gonna say Dolph. Okay? Talking to my scales. If I sacrifice myself, will I go to... Okay, now. You have to put the puzzle pieces together. I just put them together for you. We are the 6th. We are the 6th region of the African Union. Okay, where my flag at? Woody-hoo. Alright, yo. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so even if your grandpa might say something like that, and you mixed, he was actually black, and you need to know that you are part of the African Union. Because look, they're going crazy. First of all, they just dumped 50 million liters of like basically acid and harm into one of the rivers in the middle of Africa, and they're gonna harm hundreds of thousands of people probably, and they're gonna be like killing the fish because they're just dumping acid everywhere. You can't trust these fucking Asians. You can't trust nobody. Honestly, if you're black or mixed, you can't trust nobody but black or mixed people. And the ones you can't trust are probably mixed. Okay, like the ones who you're like, you actually seem like legitly, you know, he's probably a quadroon. Like maybe his grandpa was actually a mixed person, or his grandmother is mixed, or his grandmother's mother was mixed. Because if you're within, check this. I feel like it's a secret, but it needs to get out because we're in 2025 and we need cities built by 2027. If your grandmother, if your grandmother's mixed, and it was probably a secret or white passing, you might be black to the universe, and it's within 6 generations, yo. So if you have a black ancestor within 6 generations, you are on the black side. I pretend like this is wilding out. Black team wins. You're on the black side. The thing is, we don't even want to have a war. Like, who wants that? The wars we've learned about are not fun. So instead, we just slide out. That's the Tootsie Slide Decoded. Tootsie Slide, you can even look it up on YouTube. But Tootsie Slide Decoded is we just slide out. Instead of having a World War III, we just fucking leave. But not only do we leave, like we leave America, but we don't leave America actually. We stay in America and build cities on land that nobody is using in America right now. Preferably on elevated land because Earth is pissed off and there'll probably be tsunamis and waves and shit in the future. And all these cities are going to get destroyed. And that's why they secretly built black neighborhoods and like under sea level. And so we gotta move, and there's gonna be like earthquakes and tornadoes. And if you live in Chicago, I say get out, because I heard, and who knows, but get out. There might be an earthquake there. But we gotta get out like the movie. You know the movie, the mixed guy dude. But I just told you mixed people are black. Jordan Peele and Key and Jordan. Oh my goodness, they're so hilarious. There's so many secrets, and it's all pointing us to the same thing. Like Key and Peele, they got a bunch of skits that could relate to it. But I'm also reminded of the SNL Wakanda skit. And the SNL Wakanda skit, not only do the white people do the salute wrong, Chadwick acknowledged it. Shout out, much love to you, Chadwick. Rest up well. Thank you. But y'all, we gotta do a lot of stuff because it's actually a Black Panther curse. So you can go to curseofwakanda.com. Curseofwakanda.com. Alright? And there was a Black Panther lawsuit. Black Panther lawsuit is the Anjuru tribe suing Disney and Marvel and them because they copyrighted the information from Black Panther. That is a true story. Okay, from the Nile River civilization. And that is why they argue if black people are Egyptians, because they don't want the truth, but that is the whole fucking truth. And that's why when we move to these cities, they're gonna be fucking amazing. Okay? And also there's lies, like they try to make Egypt seem bad and that it fell because God didn't like them, so we think they were evil and bad. No, that's not the truth. Also, it was because they associated with white people. It was the integration with white people that is why Egypt fell, actually. Okay? And these people had like invaded Egypt. They kept invading. And they even burnt down a library. There's a place called the Library of Alexandria. But imagine that. It's because it's named Alexandria because it's named after a guy named Alexander, but he was a Greek. And they call him the Great. But I bet you people who think they know a lot of things, they can't even tell you where he was actually from. So I'll be wanting to ask people, that came in my brain the other day, like you should ask people, where the fuck is Alexander the Great from? Because that wasn't he's great for them because he conquered a lot of stuff. But he's from Macedonia. So I'm just saying, like, if somebody doesn't know that shit, they probably don't know a lot, but everybody thinks they know shit. It's kind of crazy, like, I guess because you could be 6 years old, you know how to talk. I saw a 6-year-old talking to her sister on FaceTime the other day, and as when you're trying to learn languages, it's just kind of cool when you're like, oh, we all know how to speak, so I guess it shouldn't be crazy that there are adults who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but they do. But this is what we're gonna do. Maybe we should prove the point. You feel me? I should show you guys the person who did not know. I'm gonna show you guys the list. I guess I'll do that. I'll show you guys where we started at. This is what's going on my phone. I'm trying to click the X. That is not going to work on it. Okay, we're going to flip. I think I can flip it, right? This is too great. Okay, bubbly. This is the song where Drake says that. Now, this is what I was talking about. I mentioned Search and Rescue because I recently listened to that. I play that like every time it comes up. I was listening to that. But these are all songs I like. You feel me? Oh, excuse me. Cheat. And I want to like look up him's name because I'm like, there was no way you were just Indian and just doing this good music. It'd be interesting because honestly, it's been 2020 and people have been able to record music at home and have been trying to be rappers since at least 2022. I mean, 2002, maybe 1997. But in 2002, everybody had computers and could like record stuff amazingly. So of course, if to be I'm just saying it's possible. Okay, so that's the song I hadn't listened to. I was trying to tell y'all about. So y'all see me. First, Can't Go Outside was here, but it somehow disappeared. So this is the song I looked at where I saw the comment. This song perked me up. This song I love. You know, these are all good songs. Have I heard this enough? Look at the flag. You see the blood and the sadness? Do you get it? Oh no, this was the song actually. This was it. So I think if I go to my notifications, y'all. No, I'll go to my gallery. Yeah, I had to change it today because this is a brand new phone. Okay, I guess there's nothing called gallery. See what pissed me off with how much they don't know. It's 199 screenshots already. Okay. So sometimes these people try to say that like humanity is only 6,000 years old. But that's because they're wrong. That's only how long they've existed. But that period is coming to a close. Yeah. It's been that way since at least 2014. I don't know if enough of you guys know about their agendas. Like, that's why we have our own agendas. So you're gonna look up Tootsie Slide Decoded. So this says Aboriginal Australians have the world's oldest. I guess I ain't supposed to tell ya. But anyway, it says their ancestors left Africa around 75,000 years ago, which means humans have been over since over 75,000 years. And you know how mean the Australian government was to them? Oh my gosh, they tried to breed them out, they saying we're so mean to their women. Yeah, they tried. That's what I'm telling you. Like, it happened here in America too. Those men were putting themselves on top of the Australian women, and that's why like sometimes when you see Aboriginal Australians today, they're so pale. Like, do y'all get what I'm saying? Is it being said clear enough? It was against their will. They was forcing people to do it. And so this is something I was referring to earlier. Like, someone had made a comment about this bunch of evildoers, because one lady was like, I don't understand why they don't like us. Like, I am 75 and I've never really gotten why they don't like us after all and all this stuff. Totally feel you. So this is what she said. It's simple, babes. We live in a world of good and evil, and some people are not human beings. They are evildoers. Imagine being so insecure and inferior in your own skin that you have to try to make another person feel bad. I think someone with that much hatred truly hate themselves. Some of the lines. Well, I want to tell y'all more, but my recording's going to stop soon. And I'm telling y'all the main fact is that it's time to move. You feel me? Or at least get our embassies up. So in 40 places where African Americans live, or black people, or basically, oh my goodness, so we're arresting and we need to get our embassies up. That's what it is. We need to stop resting and get our embassies up. That's what it is. So we can be distracted. I mean, we could do our own thing. We could be over here. None of our business. Exactly. Minding my black business. Okay. I guess the next step to do is to go on greatmvps.com, get a projector, and anything else you want, get an African Union flag or 5 or 10, 1,500. Follow Ambassador Prince Michael on any social media you choose. Go deep into the information and subscribe, follow, hit me up, chat. What? I don't know, but I will see you guys in my next video. Peace, love you. Thank you.